Most style improvements do not require a new wardrobe. They do not require a significant financial investment. They do not require a complete reassessment of how a man over 60 dresses. They require something smaller, more specific, and considerably more achievable than most men assume when they sense that their appearance is not quite at the level they want it to be. They require 10 small upgrades, 10 specific changes, each taking less than a week to implement, each producing a visible and immediate improvement in the overall impression that together transform the daily result of a wardrobe that is probably already reasonably good into something consistently sharper, more considered, and more authoritative. The 10 upgrades in this video are not 10 separate style overhauls. Each one addresses a single specific element of the overall impression. And each one, when applied, immediately changes the character of every outfit it is part of, not because the improvement is dramatic in isolation, but because appearance is a system. When one element of a system is wrong, it creates a low-level drag on everything around it. When that element is corrected, the drag disappears, and every other element immediately reads as stronger, more deliberate, and more complete. This channel is about classic menswear, timeless style, and the practical decisions that help men over 60 look their best. These 10 upgrades are the summary of everything this channel has discussed, applied as a simple, actionable, prioritized list that a man over 60 can begin working through this week. Upgrade 1. Define the trouser break. The trouser hem that lands at exactly the right position on the shoe, a slight clean break with no stacking, is one of the single most effective upgrades available to most men over 60, because most trousers in most wardrobes are slightly too long. The upgrade requires a tailor appointment and costs under $20 or pounds. The result is a visually longer leg, a cleaner silhouette, and the specific impression of a man whose clothes have been properly fitted rather than simply purchased. Half a centimeter of hem correction can change the character of a trouser that has looked slightly off for years. Upgrade 2. Polish the leather shoes before every wear. Not every month, not occasionally, before every wear. A leather shoe that has been polished before wearing looks considerably richer, more cared for, and more expensive than the same shoe that has simply been wiped clean. The polish takes under 3 minutes. The difference is visible at every social distance at which shoe surfaces are registerable, which is closer than most men realize. There is also a specific occasion where the unpolished shoe makes its most damaging impression, any occasion where the man is seated and his shoes are at eye level with the person across from him. At a dinner table, at a business meeting, at any seated professional or social interaction, the shoe is at a viewing height that makes its surface condition considerably more visible than it is when the man is standing. The polished shoe at this viewing height reads as one of the most considered details a man can bring to any occasion. The unpolished shoe at the same height reads as one of the most overlooked ones. A polished shoe at the bottom of an otherwise strong outfit makes the outfit complete. An unpolished shoe at the bottom of an otherwise strong outfit makes the outfit look like it has been finished with insufficient attention. Upgrade 3. Empty the front trouser pockets. Phone, wallet, keys, everything into the jacket interior pockets. The front trouser pockets, flat. This single change to the pocket loading habit changes the trouser silhouette immediately and permanently on every occasion it is applied. The hip line becomes clean, the fabric falls correctly, the trouser reads as well fitted rather than distorted. No purchase required, no tailor required. A 30-second habit change applied every morning before leaving the house. Upgrade 4. Replace the oldest polo shirt. Most men over 60 have at least one polo shirt in the wardrobe whose collar has softened beyond the point of structural integrity. A collar that lifts slightly at one or both points, that no longer frames the face correctly, that has been registering on other people in every interaction for weeks or months. Replacing this one polo with a quality cotton piqué version that holds its collar flat is an upgrade that costs the price of a good polo shirt and improves the quality of every combination that polo would have been part of. The collar flat test. Press the collar flat against a firm surface and release it. If it holds, keep it. If it lifts, replace it. Upgrade 5. Coordinate the leather system. Belt, shoe and bag in the same color family. If the belt is dark brown and the shoe is tan, or the belt is tan and the shoe is dark brown, the leather system is mismatched, and every outfit that includes both pieces is working at a lower level of coherence than it should be. The upgrade: buy the missing belt color. One slim belt in tan, if the shoe collection includes tan loafers. One slim belt in dark brown, if the shoe collection includes dark brown derbies. Cost: the price of one quality leather belt. Impact: every outfit with a shoe and a belt immediately reads as more considered and more complete. If you are finding this useful, a clear, practical list of the 10 specific upgrades that make the most immediate difference, go ahead and subscribe. This channel is built around exactly this kind of actionable guidance, and there is a great deal more coming on how men over 60 can look sharper with specific, deliberate changes rather than wholesale wardrobe replacements. Upgrade 6. Make the shirt cuff visible. 1 centimeter of shirt cuff visible beneath the jacket sleeve is one of the most subtle and most powerful detail upgrades available. The cuff provides a visual layering at the wrist, frames the hand, and communicates that the jacket has been fitted correctly and worn with attention. If the jacket sleeve is covering the shirt cuff entirely, the sleeve is too long, a tailor adjustment is needed. The visual effect of the visible shirt cuff is worth understanding specifically. The white cuff against the jacket sleeve creates a small but important accent at the wrist, one of the points in an outfit that catches light and creates visual interest at close range. Without the cuff, the jacket sleeve simply terminates at the wrist with no visual accent. With it, the layering of shirt within jacket reads as deliberate and complete. It is the same principle as the pale collar above the jacket lapel, a light accent at a significant visual point. If the sleeve is correct and the cuff simply not showing because the shirt is being worn too loosely at the wrist, adjusting how the shirt is worn will resolve it. Either way, the upgrade requires either a tailor or a habit, not a new jacket, not a new shirt. Upgrade 7. Add the posture reset before leaving. The 30-second posture reset. Shoulder blades back and down, head level, chest open, chin slightly drawn back, that we discussed in the body language and morning routine videos. Applied before leaving the house every morning, this single 30-second habit changes how every garment sits, how the collar frames the face, how the chest reads, and how the man's overall bearing registers to every person he encounters. Not clothing, not grooming, posture. The upgrade that affects every piece simultaneously without changing any of them. Upgrade 8. Replace the worn belt notch. We addressed this in the Invisible Details video. A belt that has worn notch edges, the whole edges softened and stretched from consistent use, is past its replacement point and is registering on everyone the man interacts with at close range. Replacing the belt with a fresh version in the same color and style costs less than almost any other wardrobe item and immediately removes a detail that has been quietly undermining the impression of a man who attends to his appearance. One belt, one purchase. The invisible detail permanently corrected. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 10 upgrades do you think would make the most immediate difference to your daily impression, and which one are you going to implement first? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. Upgrade 9. Choose one fewer accessory. Remove one element from the outfit before leaving. The pocket square that does not quite belong at this occasion level. The watch that is slightly too heavy for the smart casual combination. The layered necklace that moves the register from smart casual to casual without meaning to. The remove one thing discipline we discussed in the Simpler Outfits video is not about minimalism as an aesthetic. It is about focal point clarity, ensuring that the overall impression of the outfit is of the man rather than of his accessories. One thing removed every morning. The outfit consistently stronger. Upgrade 10. Check the collar before leaving. The morning collar check. Does the polo or shirt collar lie flat on both sides, or is one point lifting? is the final upgrade and the one that most directly addresses the detail that most people notice first in any interaction. The collar is in the direct sightline between the man's face and the person he is speaking to. A collar that is flat creates a clean visual transition from the shirt to the face. A collar that is lifting creates the specific impression of a detail not under control. 30 seconds at the mirror before leaving. The collar check that catches the one detail most likely to undermine everything else. Here is the complete 10 upgrade checklist. Define the trouser break at the correct hem length. Polish the leather shoes before every wear. Empty the front trouser pockets completely. Replace the oldest polo whose collar no longer holds flat. Coordinate the leather system, belt, shoe, and bag in the same color family. Make the shirt cuff visible beneath the jacket sleeve. Add the posture reset before leaving. Replace the worn belt notch. Choose one fewer accessory. Check the collar is flat before leaving. 10 upgrades. Not 10 new pieces. Not 10 new style principles to learn. 10 specific actions, each requiring at most a single tailor appointment, a single purchase, or a single new habit. Applied in sequence over 10 weeks, one upgrade implemented fully each week before moving to the next. These 10 changes will produce a measurably and visibly stronger daily impression than the wardrobe was producing before. So here is the challenge. Choose the one upgrade from this list that is most obviously absent from the current daily routine: the trouser hem that has always been slightly too long, the shoes that are cleaned but not polished, the leather belt that does not match the shoes, and implement it this week, fully, before moving to the second. The upgrade that makes the most immediate difference for most men over 60 is upgrade 1, the trouser break, because it affects every trouser-wearing occasion and produces the most immediately visible improvement in the overall silhouette. But start wherever the gap is most obvious. 1 this week, then the next. 10 weeks, 10 upgrades, a measurably and visibly stronger daily impression, produced not by buying more, but by attending more precisely to what is already there. If you found this useful, subscribe and share it. This is exactly the kind of practical, prioritized upgrade guidance that cuts through the noise and gives men over 60 a clear, actionable path to a consistently stronger impression. In the next video, we are going into the silver hair advantage, how men over 60 can use their grey hair as one of the most powerful style assets in the wardrobe, and exactly which colors and combinations make it work hardest. You will not want to miss that one.